make I update to City Hot. But ADS, knock them the update.
Let me talk about Festus Keyamo. It's really unfortunate that lawyer at this stage, if he remembers very well, and one of the things that I said about Asiwaju is about corruption and perjury. It was Festus Keyamo in 1999 that sued the Lagos State Assembly for clearing Asiwaju of perjury and certificate forgery. He went as far as the Supreme Court, which he, even though he lost, but what I'm trying to say here is this: was he lying? Was there a certificate forgery? Was there perjury? Did Asiwaju swear on oath based on lies, or was Festus Keyamo lying against Asiwaju? This is something that he needs to answer. So we are talking of integrity now. We are talking about people changing according to their personal interests. Festus Keyamo then was more concerned about the integrity of Asiwaju, but today it serves his purpose, his personal purpose. So he wants Nigerians to forget all the things he said about Asiwaju then. In fact, as far as going to court, I mean, there's more to that. So, and then when he was, I don't know when they started appreciating Nigerians. Festus Keyamo was minister, and I think still minister for state for labor. When ASU was on strike for 8 months, what did he tell the people? He said, go and parents should go and beg ASU. They so insult Nigerians. When they talk, they don't think of what they have said earlier. They don't think of Nigerians. All they are thinking is their personal interest. So we cannot be talking about the same thing over and over again. The clips for Asiwaju are there for everyone to see. Every campaign he goes to, he goes. In fact, people are whispering into his ears to tell him what to say. And as for Nasiru, when they went to Chatham House in London, is it not true that they were some of the people that were made to answer questions for Asiwaju? So what else do Nigerians need to know that something is seriously wrong with Asiwaju? There's nothing that we need. Everything is explicit. The truth has been written on the horizon. So it's left to Nigerians. First and foremost, when they said I was expelled from the campaign council, they never showed a letter from the national chairman of their party expelling me. I made a press release, and in my press release, after writing my letter of resignation, I told Nigerians that I did it because of my conscience. I am still on that. You know, they should have brought out the letter of expulsion, even if backdated. They did not. They could not. You know, when you lie about something, you get confused. There is no perfect lie. So I still remain on what I said. If they knew I was a mole, if they knew I was incompetent, why were they begging me? Falake cannot lie and say that he did not beg me to take that appointment. He begged me. I didn't want the appointment. And then I didn't take myself to Asiwaju in London. Asiwaju called me. I still have the text they sent me. I still have it, in which they asked me to please talk to Asiwaju. That Asiwaju wants to talk to me, because he called me severally after I refused the appointment from Falake. And Falake said I should please, in the name of God, meet him halfway. Let them put my name there, because the names are coming out the next day. So that I can, if having sat with Asiwaju, I am not satisfied with what he says, then I can opt out. The very next day, Asiwaju kept calling me. I didn't even know his number. It was around 11 p.m. I didn't know the number. I refused to pick the number. Then they sent me a text saying that Asiwaju wants to talk to me. I still have the text, in which I replied, tell him I'm waiting. Immediately after, less than a minute after, I got his call. He said, Hajia. I said, yes, sir. He said, I respect your stance on not accepting my my appointment. I said, sir, you know me. I was in ACN. Why didn't you call me to ask me whether I was interested or not? Why are you sending somebody? And at this point in time, I told him, I cannot be a zombie. I cannot follow anybody just off head. He said, in the name of God, can you see me so that we can discuss it? But meanwhile, know that I'm in London. Can you come to London? I said, yes, sir, I can. Then he said, can I buy you a ticket? I said, no, sir, I can afford my ticket. I bought my ticket the next day and got on a Lufthansa flight. So what did I go begging as well? The names were out before I saw Aswaju. The names of myself as a co-director, because they were not sure whether I would accept it or not after seeing Aswaju. So they put, it's the only committee that had 2 directors, myself and another lady whom I really don't know. So I went to London, I saw Aswaju, we sat for 2 hours. In fact, BC Akonde met us halfway through the meeting. And I asked him, sir, what is it you have for us up north? He told me point blank. He didn't lie to me. He said nothing. I said, you mean you don't understand what is happening in the north? You don't understand our challenges on security, out of school children, the Almajiri and all this? He said, well, if you have something for me, then you can write it out. That was what happened. I have never lobbied for anything. I think people, anything that I've ever gotten, I got it because I'm a businesswoman. But politically, no, let them go and look at my antecedents. Let them check my records. How many times was I made a minister? How many times was I made a senior special advisor? They go into public office to steal. And that is their psyche. It's all about personal. Everything is about personal interest. Well, what constitutes a cabal? We have to even try to understand what a cabal is. A cabal is a secret political group or faction that are like masked, but that they manipulate and control the system. They manipulate and control everything that runs in the government. That is what a cabal is. And let me tell you who one of the cabals is Aisha Buhari. Aisha Buhari that is talking today is part of the cabal. Yes, we knew the cabal of Abba Kyari's of late, the Mamandauras, that she couldn't even come out to say. When she started talking about the cabal, she glossed on it. She didn't have the guts to come out and name names. I named names. She reinforced what El-Rufai said. She agreed with what El-Rufai said. El-Rufai said that the cabal in the villa, and she confirmed it. But what I'm saying is this: she is also part of the cabal. I am trained not to say they did this. We are trained to name names. You have to have the guts to tell Nigerians who the cabals are, and I'll tell you why. One, if you look at, we are discussing the hardest thing for Nigerians now is the question of changing this money. People are in a very, very dire situation. Even I had to know how to mobilize to send my mother ingredients, tomato and pepper. It's terrible. I am stressed up. So think of the millions that have to work daily to feed. But what is happening? They are talking about the cabal, and they are talking about themselves. They are saying, what El-Rufai is saying is that why is changing money is okay, but why now for elections? So is it about elections, or is it about Nigerians that are suffering? And whose election? Their election. This is the point I'm trying to make. So when they are talking of the cabal, her brother, Aisha Buhari's brother, same mother, same father, is the DG now or MD of Minting and Printing. So what are they talking about? When you talk of Emefiele, Central Bank, the next thing you talk of is Minting and Printing. Her brother, same mother, same father, is the head of Minting and Printing today in Nigeria. So how cabalish can you be? And for them to accuse the cabal only for themselves, that at this point in time, when did El-Rufai or any of APC governors stop to talk about ASU strike, the killings, the kidnappings of people? They've never discussed that. It has never, as we are talking now, hundreds of children from Kebbi for over 1 year for over 1 year, kidnapped girls from Akabi secondary school, are still with the bandits for over 1 year. But nobody ever said about it. And 84 people were killed only yesterday in Katsina. 84. But they didn't bother. Every single day, Nigerians are being killed. Look at what is happening in the southeast. And they don't care. They don't care. It doesn't matter who kills you or when you are killed. What matters is that you are dead. You have been killed. It doesn't make any difference to the victims. So it doesn't make any difference to Nigerians when or how they are squeezed and strangled for lack of the currency that they will buy their day-to-day needs. So they should stop lying. They are the real Cabal. And we should also not forget El-Rufai's memo. If you remember El-Rufai's memo after the death of the former chief of staff Abba Kyari, the memo was leaked, in which El-Rufai was insinuating or was saying that there are people that he actually wanted to be to replace Abba Kyari. He did everything he could to replace Abba Kyari because he said otherwise some people are already boasting that they will choose the next petroleum minister, they will do this, they will do that, they will hijack everything. So he wanted to be part of the cabal. So, I mean, what are we talking about?
Oh yeah, wait. You don't collect updates, you want to run away, Abi? Well, Biko, subscribe, enjoy, Biko, da Allah, subscribe.